Welcome to the top 5 coolest Mega Evolutions in Pokemon TCG. Firstly, I would like to stress that this list is my opinion. If you disagree with me on which the best Mega Evolutions are in Pokemon TCG, that's fine. In fact, tell me in the comment section which Mega Evolution is your favorite. I would really be interested to hear your choice. Now, with that being said, let's start the countdown. Number 5 on this list is Mega Alakazam EX from the brand new Fates Collide expansion. Its design just looks awesome, and the purple lightning makes this guy look really freaking strong. It's only got one attack, like all Mega Evolved Pokemon, and it's called Zen Force. You might be looking at the card and saying, hey, it's got a base damage of 10, that's terrible even for a basic Pokemon, let alone a Mega Evolution. Well, two things make this card super strong. One is that for every damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon, this attack does 30 more damage. So if your opponent's got a 30 damage on his active Pokemon, this will do 100 total damage. The second thing that makes this awesome is that its pre-evolved form, Alakazam EX, is perfectly in synergy with this card. Its suppression attack allows you to put 3 damage counters, that is 30 damage, on all of your opponent's Pokemon that have energy cards attached, which means that when you Mega Evolve it, its Zen Force attack will do a minimum of 100 damage. As if that wasn't enough, its Kinesis ability allows you to attach 2 damage counters to your opponent's active Pokemon and 3 damage counter to one of their bench Pokemon when you Mega Evolve this Pokemon. So you can do 160 points of damage as soon as you evolve it, as long as you've attached Spirit Link to it, so you know your turn doesn't end when you Mega Evolve it. Also, on a side note, did you know that this Alakazam EX is the first Alakazam EX in all of Pokemon TCG? I've always assumed that there was another Alakazam EX already. Number 4 on this list is Mega Charizard X EX from the Generations expansion. Just to be clear, this isn't one of the Mega Charizard EXs from the Flashfire expansion. To be fair, those cards could do 300 points of damage, but for a ridiculous cost. This Mega Charizard X EX can also possibly do 300 points of damage, and much more, but with no cost at all. See, for every fire energy attached, you get to flip a coin. For every head, it does 50 damage more than the base damage of 100. So if you got 4 fire energies attached, like for the 4 energies needed for this attack, you have a 6% chance of doing 300 damage, 25% chance of doing 250 damage, which could still knock out most Pokemon including Mega Evolved Pokemon, 38% chance of doing 200 damage, which if you've got a Pokemon tool attached that reinforces the attack, like Muscle Band, could still knock out most Mega Evolved Pokemon, and could knock out most non-Mega Evolved Pokemon even without any tools. 25% chance of doing 150 damage, and 6% chance of doing the minimum 100 damage, which is still pretty big. And that's only if you attach the minimum 4 energies needed to do this attack. If you keep attaching more energies, it has a chance to do way more than 300 damage. Also, Mega Charizard X just looks awesome on this card. The blue flames leaking out of the sides of its mouth always looked awesome to me. Number 3 is Mega Lucario EX from the Furious Fists expansion. Its attack is Rising Fist, and it does a total of 140 damage, which is pretty good. But in addition to that, it also discards an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon, and in this game's current meta, Pokemon EXs are almost mandatory, and they require massive amounts of energy. So if you can discard energy while also doing massive damage, that is a very big advantage. Especially if your opponent has special or double energies attached. If you discard those, you could stop your opponent from potentially attacking for 2 turns, as they have to attach new energy cards. Number 2 on this list is Mega Blaziken EX. Its attack, Moonsault Blaze, does 100 damage on the first turn that it's used, and 200 damage on every concurrent turn, which means that if you use it once, as long as you keep using it without missing a turn, it'll continue doing 200 damage every turn with no negative effects, which is just amazing for a Pokemon, because for most cards, if you do massive amounts of damage, there's always a drawback, but not in this case. Well, there's really not a lot more that needs to be said about this. Moving on. Number 1 on this list is actually 2 Pokemon, and yes, I know this is kind of cheating. Mega Mewtwo X EX and Mega Mewtwo Y EX. I thought of including both of them at once, because A, they both evolve from the same card, Mewtwo EX, and B, they're both too awesome and I can't decide which one's better. Mega Mewtwo X's attack, Vanishing Strike, has a base power of 150, but it really comes into its own if you have any stadium cards in play. Its attack jumps to 200, and is completely unaffected by any resistance or any other effects on the opponent's Pokemon. That means no Poké Tools, no resistance, no nothing. This will do 200 damage every turn, and there's nothing your opponent can do to stop it. Well, except kill this card or remove the stadium card, but stadium cards are a dime a dozen, so you can just place another stadium card on your next turn if you have it. Next, Mega Mewtwo Y's Psychic Infinity does 30 times the number of energy cards attached to both active Pokemon. We discussed the meta a bit earlier when talking about Lucario and how Pokemon X's require large amounts of energy. Well, this fully takes advantage of that to do massive amounts of damage and at the same time make your opponent hesitant to attach any energy cards to their active Pokemon, which can be fatal. Well guys, that's it for me. Again, this list is my opinion, and if you think that I missed any that are better, feel free to comment down below and tell me what I missed and why it's good. If you enjoyed this list, I'll be uploading the top 5 worst Mega Evolutions in Pokemon TCG soon. No prizes for guessing which was the worst one. So click that annotation on the screen or the link in the description, which I'll put as soon as I upload that one, to watch that video.
Also, if you're into Naruto, I've made a compilation of all Naruto games on Nintendo handhelds, and the links to that are also on the screen or on the description.
Also, I'll be uploading new videos like this soon, so feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. See you soon. Bye!